In today's topic, we would be discussing the concept of supply. Supply may be defined as the quantity of goods and services that sellers are willing and able to offer for sale at a particular price and within a specific period of time. Supply does not refer to the entire stock of a commodity in existence or the total quantity produced, rather, it refers to the amount that is made available in the market or offered for sale at a given price and time. This is known as effective supply. Law of supply. The law of supply states that, all things being equal, the higher the price, the higher the quantity of a commodity that will be supplied, or the lower the price, the lower the quantity of the commodity that will be supplied. This law is often regarded as the second law of demand and supply. It explains that when the price of a commodity is high in the market, more of that commodity will be supplied by the producer, and vice versa. Supply schedule. A supply schedule is a table that shows the relationship between the price and the quantity of a commodity supplied. It is divided into two types: individual supply schedule, market supply schedule, supply curve. A supply curve is the graphical representation of the supply schedule. It shows the relationship between the price and quantity of a commodity supplied by the producer. Unlike the demand curve, the supply curve slopes upward from left to right. Both the supply curve and the supply schedule illustrate the law of supply, which states, the higher the price of a commodity, the higher the quantity supplied, and vice versa. Types of supply. Complementary, joint supply. This type of supply occurs when two or more commodities are produced and supplied from one source. An increase in the production and supply of one commodity will automatically lead to an increase in the production and supply of other commodities produced from the same source. For example, an increase in the production and supply of petrol from crude oil can also lead to an increase in the supply of kerosene and other products derived from crude oil. Competitive, substitute, supply. This occurs when multiple commodities are supplied to satisfy a particular need. In other words, it is the supply of two or more commodities that serve as substitutes or alternatives to each other, e.g., meat and fish, OMO blue detergent and elephant blue detergent, margarine and butter. Composite supply. This type of supply occurs when a single commodity can serve multiple purposes. The supply of the commodity for one purpose will significantly affect its supply for another purpose, e.g., using flour for donut production will affect the production of cake, and using cassava for starch production will affect the production of gari. Factors influencing the supply of a commodity. Price of the commodity. The most important factor influencing supply. The higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied, and vice versa. Cost of production. If the cost of producing a commodity decreases, more of that commodity can be supplied at the existing price. This means that a producer can produce more commodities with the same raw materials, leading to an increase in supply. Technological development. Improvements in technology lead to better production methods or techniques, encouraging large-scale production at lower costs, which in turn increases supply, e.g., the use of modern farming techniques and equipment. Season. The prevailing seasons influence the supply of particular commodities. For example, more umbrellas are supplied during the rainy season, and this also applies to agricultural products. Government policies. Government policies such as subsidies and import restrictions affect the supply of goods in both the long and short term. Expectation of future price changes. Suppliers' expectations about future prices can affect supply. For example, if a supplier expects prices to decrease in the future, they may reduce the quantity supplied to benefit from higher current prices. Taxation. Increased taxes on goods raise production costs and, by extension, affect the supply of the product. Prices of other commodities. When the prices of some commodities are high, producers may switch to producing those commodities and stop producing the ones with lower prices. Exception to the law of supply. Exceptional or abnormal supply refers to a supply pattern that does not follow the law of supply. This gives rise to the reverse of the basic law, which states that the higher the price, the higher the quantity of a commodity supplied by the producer, and vice versa. An abnormal supply, also called a regressive or backward-sloping supply curve, shows that at a higher price, less quantity is supplied. This is a negative situation in which a fall in the price of a commodity leads to an expansion of its supply. Causes of abnormal supply include existence of fixed assets. Prices of fixed assets, like land, increase without a corresponding increase in size. Rising wages of labor. Workers may increase their leisure time and reduce productive working hours at higher wage rates. Producer's target income. A producer with a specific target income may continue supplying the market even when prices fall. Monopolistic practices. A producer may hold back supply even when prices are rising, aiming to push prices higher. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.